these beams are curly because they're stranded lumber, and some of them have little bumps in them, so we're just power planing them down, and my dad's cutting out for the steel. We're going to notch around the steel right now. So this one had a curl, we're just patting it out so it's flush. Hey YouTube, I'll try to talk loud so you can hear me. So you see that we have a plywood applied to the beam. What's happening here is the ceiling height from the floor joists is running from the bridge that are already established. I'll show you so you can get the whole picture. See, we shot with the transit. We shot some control lines, and the top of this header, those are the floor joists that span the bridge. Those are 14-inch LVLs, and they span that bridge. But the top of that header is representing what we need to get right now, because when we continue on with this floor, second floor, we need to fall exactly on that point. So we're 3/4 of an inch lower than that point because my father wants to run a structural ribbon along this face to carry these walls. You'll see, it's kind of a nice detail. It keeps the walls in the same plane. It's an underside ribbon. It goes on before the floor joists and ties the walls in. Comes out and it provides screwing for our drywall, because we're running 3/4 inch strapping to the underside of those LVLs for drywall. So we start off with this ribbon that he wants to put in. That's going to keep us solid and straight. It's a nice detail, so we'll share that when we get to it. But anyways, to get up to that height, minus the 3/4, we had to build up some 2x6s in there on top of these beams. So basically we laminated a little box beam on top of our paralams to get to the correct height, and we're there now. So then we're going to come underneath here and put 2 layers of 3/4 to pad down. So this is cleaned off, and then this 2x10 comes with a layer of 3/4 to catch the 2x6, and you can see on these clips we have our holes ready to screw from the underside for the 2x6 double plates that come here and notch around these tubes, and then the plywood comes and sits and spans over everything, similar to this. Now we're on the 2x6 side here, but then it comes over and carries the 2x10 side here, 2 layers up there. So it actually gives support to the middle of these bays between these seats. Anyways, it's looking like a box beam now. And that's pressure treated, 1/2 inch pressure treated. And we'll use pressure treated on the underside with the 3/4, but anyways, we're picking up for the day. We did that today, so. There's a little bit of your window frame detail if anyone was interested in how it's going to frame off. The glass sits in there, and a rubber gasket goes and makes the watertight seal, and that gets connected to the framing we're doing now with a 3/8 inch space for expansion foam. We blow foam into the frame, and between the frame and the framing, it gets expanding closed cell foam. We use a Hilti product. So this is where my father was doing all the cutting, and I'll splice a couple videos of us working on to this. I just wanted to explain a little bit, so I'm not just showing you movies with no description of what's going on. So anyways, there's them box beams, and you can see where the vertical's going to start going up here, here, and here, and that gets 3/4 inch pressure treated, 3/4 inch in between the window openings. Anyways, there's your box beams, and they're all in a straight line, and we're going to put that, we're going to sit right on top of that with our 2-foot plywood cleat on the underside. Then the LVL sit on top of that. We screw in all underneath from the underside of that cleat to the LVL floor joists, and that's it. Anyways, guys, it's the time of year when these birds come and they're all over the marsh. Anyways, that's it for now. I'll splice a couple of the other videos I made on so you can see us working. So, alright, we'll share some more as we accomplish more. Anyways, take it easy. Till the next one.